Hi guys, I am actually out and about enjoying my nice Saturday, and I just wanted to come do a quick vlog about a video that I'm about to post today. I actually recorded the video on Tuesday, and it was a video on me getting my new Apple Watch Series 3. So I did the video. After I did the video, I actually tried to pair my watch, which I did. I know how to pair my watch because this is not my first Apple Watch. So after I paired my watch, tried to set up the cellular part of it, that's where the problem came in. And the problem came in because once you go through all the steps to set up, it tells you the plan, the price of the plan, and it also tells you you get 3 months free, and that's with Sprint. And it's a $15 a month plan. If you do auto pay, it turns into $10 a month. So when I actually tried to do it, it gave me an error which stated enablement error, called customer care. I called customer care, no one could help me. I got 3 different stories the 3 different times I called customer care. The first time I was told that it can't be done over the phone, you have to actually set it up online. The second time I called, I was told it couldn't be done online or over the phone. It can only be done in a store. The third time I called, I was told it could be done only in store because you need to actually go in and get a SIMS card, which I knew wasn't true because I've owned Apple products since they came out. I'm very knowledgeable about Apple products. I've been a beta tester for Apple for 4 or 5 years now, so I know a little bit about Apple. I stayed on the phone for hours, talked to several different people, from supervisors to regular reps, and at this point I'm frustrated. I have developed a headache. So I said tomorrow I'll actually call a store, which I did, and I was told that it could not be done in the store. If I was to come to the store, no one could help me, and that I would have actually had to purchase my watch from Sprint in order for it to work. So you're telling me that if I purchase my watch from Apple, Best Buy, wherever they sell Apple watches, Target, Walmart, what have you, that I wouldn't be able to use my watch with Sprint unless I purchased it from Sprint? So this is crazy. I mean, it's truly crazy. So I started calling Apple. I called Sprint back. I called everybody and their mama, uncle, everybody to get my device to work. No one could help me. So this is Wednesday. So I decided to type the enablement error into Yahoo to see what I come up with. Sprint enablement error. That's what I typed in. And I see a Sprint community forum. So I started reading some threads, and when I say people were going ham since Sunday about this issue. People that were customers for Sprint for 19 years or so were talking about leaving Sprint. because of this. Same issues, getting the runaround. Clueless customer service reps. They were speaking upon actually going into a Sprint store and not receiving any help. Customers actually being told that they need to send their Apple Watch back and come in and purchase it from Sprint. Are you some dummies? What is going on? And I know it's not just Sprint, but those are the dummies I dealt with. You know, they were not ready for this watch. Verizon had a problem. T-Mobile had a problem. I don't know about AT&T, but of course they probably had a problem. They were not ready for this watch. They were not prepared at all for this watch. So I was reading the forum, so I just decided, okay, let me put my testimony up here, my experience that, you know, I had with countless hours with Sprint and Apple. And it wasn't Apple's fault. Apple did try to help me and reached out to Sprint on my behalf and everything twice, and it's just like I just got so tired of it. So I just start looking at this feed and getting some input and insight from the complaints, and some of the complaints said take off block voice or voice block. That didn't work. Some of the forum feed said to remove Google Voice, which I didn't see on mine, which didn't work. So, and I was told this by a rep too. It was so much. So I put, like I said, my testimony, and the next day, which was Thursday, I went back and read some of the other testimonies, and the Sprint community reps were actually solving some of these issues for customers. Not the customer service with Sprint, not the in-store Sprint employees, but the Sprint community reps were solving the problem. So I said, well, this is where I need to be. I don't have to be on the phone for countless hours fussing, trying to understand what some of the reps are saying because they were foreigners. So let me just do this so I don't have to spaz out on anybody. Let's see what happens, you know, with this forum. Well, the next day, which was Thursday, I put my rant out there, and one of the reps, Jeffrey, reached out to me, sent me a private inbox because I actually had to sign up to be a part of the community. So I, you know, made an account, and he sent me something in my inbox, asking me questions about my phone, asked me about some what was it, the MIEI codes. He was asking if I turned on and off Wi-Fi calling, which it was already off, so I turned it on and it still didn't work. Did I unpair my watch, which I did, and I repaired it, it still didn't work. So the next rep that reached out to me, because Jeffrey, I think he actually got off for the day, was a rep called Palmer, P-A-L-M-I-R-A. So that person actually took over from Jeffrey, asked me a couple of questions, and said that they will get back to me. Jeffrey and Palmer were reaching out to the customers on this Sprint forum and getting the issue resolved. They were responding back to me quick. I mean, really, really quick throughout the day. And I know they had other customers that they were trying to help as well. And once they helped the customers and resolved the issue, they actually got on the forum and said, watch is working, it's worked for me. A lot of people did screenshots and showed that their watch was actually connected with Sprint and everything was fine. So the next morning, I got up and I looked at my phone, at my watch app, and I saw Sprint under Cellular. So when I woke up Friday morning, my watch was actually working. So I went out on Sprint and let the community know my watch is working. I actually did a screenshot that showed that it's linked to Sprint and everything was resolved, and basically put those two individuals, you need to give a big raise, because for Sprint customer service and in-store to not actually know what they were doing, clueless, just telling you anything and just making up stuff or saying anything basically to push you off on the next person or just to get rid of you is ridiculous. They were not ready for this. As I stated on the forum, Sprint should be embarrassed that their customers had to deal with this, take time out of the day to try to resolve this, because half the time that I was doing it, I was trying to do it on my breaks. I was giving up my lunch time that I'm supposed to be spending with my family, cooking, going to enjoy football games with my boyfriend and his son, all that stuff that I was supposed to be doing. I didn't get to do because this issue kind of consumed me. I didn't want to be walking around with a watch that I could not fully use, and that's what was happening for 3 days. I couldn't fully use my watch. I paid for this watch to fully use it. If I wanted to just to have the regular 3 series, I would have purchased the regular 3 series. No, I purchased the one that I wanted, and I wanted to get, you know, the full use of the watch. At one point, I was going to send the watch back because that's how frustrated I was. I did say that I was going to leave Sprint because that's how frustrated I was. Still thinking about leaving Sprint. I'm trying to debate that before I purchase the iPhone 10. So I have a lot to think about. I'm so disgusted with their customer service. I'm disgusted with their service, period. So I want to do my research because I have been with Verizon. I've never been with T-Mobile. AT&T sucked. Outrageous fees, charges. The bill was always high. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll think about it. My issue is resolved, so hopefully they can get the input or get some insight from these reps on Sprint community so they'll know what to tell customers or how to work this issue out for customers, because it was a lot and they act like they didn't know anything about the problem. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure I'm not the first person that has called about this enablement issue. I'm sure that you know on your Sprint forum a lot of people are upset and talking about leaving Sprint because of this. So don't get on the phone and act like you're clueless to the fact that you can't activate these watches. So I don't know what they're doing, but overall, even without this issue, Sprint needs better training for their customer service reps. I'm not saying all of them give you the runaround, all of them don't know what they're talking about, but the majority do. So that's my little rant. I just actually left Target picking my 1-year-old grandson a gift up. I picked my 5-year-old grandson his gift. He wanted something from the Lego store, so I picked him up some Marvel Hero Lego set. So I just left there, so I'm actually trying to find a, what do you call it, post office to send it to them because they don't actually stay in the area where I'm at. So I'm trying to do that. So that's the end of this vlog because I need to get this stuff done. Post office closes at 12 on Saturday, so I want them to actually at least get the gift by Monday. See you in my next vlog. Hi guys, I'm back. Today is Sunday, October the 1st, and I wanted to let you know something about my Apple TV. I did order my Apple TV with my Apple Watch, and the 4K did not come with my watch. For some reason, it's no longer in stock. So I got an email, I think it was Wednesday, telling me that it was not in stock. So I'm not going to worry about that because I wasn't going to use it straight out anyway. I was going to wait until I moved to use it, so I'm not really pressed for that. I can get that anytime because I already have the prior Apple TV. Hi guys, welcome.